Now, the only part of the Greater Victoria real estate market that is as grim as the situation on the West Shore is the condominium market overall. Inventory of condos is climbing, but sales are cooling off. Despite that, developers all over the capital region are going full steam ahead with new projects. Now, CTV's Aaron Glazer shows us those developments may flood the capital condo market within 2 years.
Assessed value is $469. So, I mean, prices have definitely softened.
So this two-bedroom, three-bath condo has been on the market for 41 days, listed at just over $424,000. Beautiful, but no offers.
Really tough for sellers to, to see that their values have come down. And buyers are quite happy to have a lot of selection. It's been a long time coming.
It's no secret the condo market is soft. The signs are everywhere. Sales are down 37% from October of last year, while the average price has dropped more than 10%. The Victoria Real Estate Board points to the glut of new developments on the go that buyers could be waiting for. From the Promontory to Union and Bonds Landing, all of these developments will be ready by 2014.
So investors are pretty much out of the picture at the moment. Who we are seeing a lot of first-time home buyers because it's within their price range. We're seeing downsizers or empty nesters who are looking to get a decent-sized condo.
But more space for less may mean buying older while being cautious.
You just have to make sure that it's been well maintained, there isn't too much deferred maintenance.
The options are endless, and that may very well drive prices even lower. So the seller's price point must reflect today's market if they want it gone.
It makes it more difficult for sellers. It makes our job more difficult because you really have to, your marketing has to be really dialed in.
So why then do companies continue to build? The Sovereign downtown is project number 4, while the Duet here in James Bay is number 5 for Chard Developments.
We would like to have done it earlier, but we think both are unique projects for the Victoria market, and we have a lot of confidence in the Victoria marketplace.
From the high end, the Sovereign is more than 60% sold. To community-oriented and cozy, Phase 1 of Duet is approaching 50%. And they won't be blowing out units if the market continues to decline. They'll hold on. But for Zarsadias, making the decision has to be the best one for you personally.
We won't know when the bottom is until it goes back up. So, really, people need to start making decisions for their own lifestyle.
And for some, that future looks bright to buy, while others may have to look further down the road to sell. Aaron Glazer, CTV News, Victoria.
Now, let's try and put this all into perspective for you. We're joined by the president of the Victoria Real Estate Board, Carol Crabb, live from the Songhees tonight. Carol, thanks for being with us. Folks watching tonight or looking at those newspaper headlines today might be panicking that the property values are tanking, but really it's the unit sales that are down dramatically, right?
That's right, Hudson. It's actually the number of properties that have sold. The prices have only shifted by a little bit. We're down about 2.5% in price average, but the number of sales are down fairly substantially.
But those sales are down because people who are waiting to buy think that the prices are going to come down, and people who might be thinking of selling are worried that they're not going to get what they want. Is that part of what's driving it?
I think it's a combination of both of those things. And then, of course, right now the mortgage rule changes have affected a bunch of the first-time home buyers, and they move into the market at the low end, and that bumps everybody up. So it's slowing everything down across the board.
Every realtor you talk to will point to that, and I suppose on one level it's a good thing that the government made those changes in order to make sure that people who can't afford to get into the market aren't doing so, but it has really kicked the legs out from under the market, hasn't it?
It has. I think it's a temporary kick in that I think once people get used to the mortgage rules, get adjusted in their thinking in terms of what they can purchase and what they can't purchase, they'll start to move forward.
Now, Aaron's report talked about condominiums. Is part of the reason why condo sales are down as much as they are because as the house prices come down for first-time buyers who do qualify, it might have been a condo, but now they're waiting around and saying, well, I'm going to see if I can afford a house.
That may well be part of it. If you can buy a house at the same price as you can buy a condo, you're going to go for the house.
You can't predict these kinds of things, but how long does a cycle like this last? When might sales and values start climbing again?
We're kind of looking at another probably 2 to 3 years before things start moving upwards again. That's a fairly typical cycle, and we've had them before, and we foresee we'll have them again.
And as for the realtors, Andrew mentioned that there's some pressure on them. What are your members telling you?
Well, the members they're getting by, and yes, our numbers are down, but what we're finding is we have a number of older or more experienced members leaving, and a lot of new members are still coming in. So a lot of people are taking up the industry as a business.
But the best advice for buyers or sellers, anybody who is thinking of getting into the market or who already is, what would that be?
Oh, the choices are great, and you've got lots of time to think about it, and the prices are excellent, so get in if you can.
And the island will always have some demand, won't it?
Always. It's a great place to live.
All right. Carol Krapp, thanks for taking time with us tonight.
Thanks, Hudson.
Appreciate it. Thank you.